So we are in the loft. This is where I guess it all began for us as a band. It's based on my family's farm in the southeast of Ireland, County Wexford. And it's this room where everything began. It's where we had our first practices. It's where we had our first, we wrote our first songs. And so yeah, it's nice to be back here after all of these years. It took me to move to the other side of the world to really hone in on my craft and to become the songwriter that I wanted to become. So we got into a stage in our hometown here in Wexford that we kind of played every venue twice. So I moved to a very small, secluded town in the middle of nowhere in rural Quebec in Canada, a place called Lennoxville. Did a few demos on my phone with friends and sent it back to Keane and Suds, our drummer. But eventually, after a bit of touring around North America, I found my way back home to Wexford. So I hooked up with Matthew, who was playing banjo at the time, and Leo, who was playing double bass guitar. Showed them the songs, and I guess we played our very first gig was at Spirit of Folk Festival, and that was about just over 5 years ago now. So it's been a hell of a journey.
When I first started, we were playing what Mick had wrote himself, and it was very kind of the sound was a very kind of the time sound, kind of whole new folk thing. And I think over time started to write more together. I think our newer sound is more a reflection of us as a collective.
I first heard the tunes from Mick. He actually sent them from Canada when they were freshly baked, and he said, "How do you like these tunes? Do you like the sound of them?" And I had a listen. I said, "There's something special there." The songs really had depth to them. I thought they were very original. As each member came in, they all brought their own character to it. So there's a lot more banjo, accordion, electronic, guitar. So it's shaped those original great songs into the sound you hear now.
I feel now we're getting a bit darker, a bit heavier. I think we finally have a group of members that we're finally getting to gel, and stuff that's coming out at the minute is different.
When you're up there with world-class equipment around you, a world-class producer, it can't help but affect the music, really. So I think it was the most productive we've ever been, and I think it's the best stuff that we've ever come out with, really.
It's great to work with someone like Alex and Ted. Kind of had to put my ego aside quite a few times, because
what ego?
My ego. Because I was going in with oh geez, I love the bass line, and Ted was like, no, you're gonna have to change, do this. So, but I think the songs are better for it,
He tries to challenge you all the time to make you to look at something, to kind of hold it out in front of your hand and look at it from different angles, and to try to see how it can be interpreted in different ways in terms of musicality and kind of on a grander kind of sonic level. Does the song make sense? Does it get you from point A to point B, and does it really represent the emotions you're trying to carry?
Probably Burning Flag, mostly for the reason that Burning Flag is probably the song that grew with us the most. It was a riff that was around for a good few years, so it kind of, as the band grew, that riff grew with us. So it started off as something on the banjo, and it turned into an electric guitar song, and then when we were in Grouse Lodge recording the EP, I think it was the song that the band came together on the most.
My favourite song would have to be Goodbye Old Holy. It's just a great song to rock out on, especially on the drums, so love it.
I think Goodbye Old Holy is my favourite. It's a heavier sound for us. It has a really strong groove. The choruses really pop out.
My favourite song would probably be Moira Under the Pale Moonlight. It was one of those songs that it kind of just fell out. It helped me understand personal situations in my own life and stuff. So I really enjoy playing it live as well. I just think it's one of those songs that has huge energy to it. It's got a thumping beat, and we've played it at shows, kind of road testing it all around the country and stuff so far, and everywhere we played it, it's received a good reaction, and people kind of come up and they go, I really like that, I really understand what's going on in that song, and I really like the energy and the enthusiasm about it. But yeah, I do like all of the EP tracks. But that one in particular for me, kind of on a personal level, is one that kind of is right at the forefront.
No.